to get a cab?
Hey, welcome to the Madhouse tonight on Monday, November 3rd. It's November on the Soluri No Guts, No Glory Hour. Hey, Vin.
Hey, sweetheart. I can't believe it's November already.
It's crazy, right?
It was cold today.
Today was cold.
Today was cold.
Yeah, today was definitely cold. Yesterday was cold. Anybody that was out at a football game like Vinny coaches, so I know I stayed home. I'm not sitting.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to my 13-year-old Bay Show boys who are 9-0, going into the championship game next week.
Yeah, that's great.
19 games in a row, undefeated. Way to go, guys. You really put it out there. You make me proud.
Good kids. But you're a good coach, so, you know.
Well, thank you.
Good coach, good kids. It's all kind of like it's a combination.
That's right.
It's a team thing.
Well, good coaching always helps, but when you got really good kids, it's
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah, they're great. I love watching them. Bad day for NFL for my team, the Ravens.
Oh, well,
They played the Steelers last night. They started out good. Well,
kudos to Jen.
I got out of my
And
hockey
Greg.
game last night. I had a game at 8, so I had to miss the beginning of the Steelers-Ravens game. I got off the rink quick, rushed home because, you know, like pushed everybody out of the way, to find that the Ravens were up 7-0, and that was in the second, right?
Yes.
And then they blew it. I mean, the Steelers dominated, and their defensive game was amazing.
Well, I'm a Jets fan, so.
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about that.
Your one loss ain't really hurting me. You know?
Yeah, Rex is,
I got 8 of them.
Rex is walking the thin line. It's going to be any day now.
Rex is gone.
Yeah. Oh well.
It seems like every Monday I'm sitting there talking about, oh, the Jets lost again.
Yeah. Actually, somebody had on Facebook today, Tom Lupsky, I think, that he's selling tickets to a Jets game, and I thought, really?
They're giving them away
Yeah,
now.
just give them away. Give them away and
They pay you to
give
take
the guy
them.
$50 for taking them too.
Well, I set my DVR to record The Biggest Loser, and it keeps recording the Jet games. So I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, but it was what, week 9 already in the NFL, so we're heading into week 10 now, and that's just
I
crazy.
still only got 1 win.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
well.
Oh well, what are you gonna do?
I'm hoping for the Knicks to do good. But I got to give a shout out to my dad, who's in the hospital right now with pneumonia. Pops, hang in there. You're a tough guy. I know you're going to be all right. Our love goes out to you.
Yeah, love you, Pop. Get better quick.
And I also want to give a shout out to the Beeve, Rockandino. Mike, love you. Thanks for the phone call today. Thanks for the band you set me up with. Appreciate it.
I don't know you, but hi and thanks,
Yeah,
I guess.
you'll
Do I
know.
know him?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, so tonight we have a great band, and damn, that must be my husband's cell phone. And what do I say?
Every day.
5
Ring is
times
off, ring
before
is
the
off.
show starts. Vicky, you heard me.
Okay.
I tell every guest in here, probably like 6 times, I think I'm neurotic. Make sure your ringers are off. Who doesn't turn their ring off?
Me.
My husband.
It was my daughter. Sorry, honey.
Okay.
I'll call you back.
Anyway, because that totally distracts me. I have ADD. Can't deal with it. But anyway, tonight in the studio, we have one beautiful blonde woman and a beautiful blonde bass player, I guess that's what you could say. But
Unless you're
we
beautiful.
have the band Fire and Ice. Anybody ever call you beautiful before?
Every day.
That's sort of like
Every
a
day.
handsome, a strappingly handsome blonde. But we have the band, and I want to welcome you guys tonight. Darian,
Thank you.
the lead
Welcome.
singer from Fire and
Glad to
Ice,
be
and the
here.
guys. How you guys doing tonight?
Great. We're excited
Yeah?
to be here.
Oh, we're totally excited to have you. I know Keith and
Keith-
Vinny have been in
Well,
touch.
Keith's your manager, also your husband, correct? And we've been talking for months and months and months.
Probably almost
yeah.
a year, I think,
Yeah.
back and forth.
So you guys were supposed to be on last year. So anyway, it took a lot of doing. We finally got you here, and it's well worth it. And the fans are going to see that because you're going to do 2 songs at the end of our show, and the fans are going to appreciate it. You guys, we heard the sound check, and you guys are really good.
Thank you.
So
I've
we're
heard
glad to have you
great
here.
things about you. So a long-awaited moment, and here it is, finally, in the
Finally.
Madhouse. And welcome to the Madhouse. Good studio here, right? We have?
That's amazing.
Yeah. Actually, Ralph,
Yes, I've been
you've
here.
been here before. Well, you know what, Darian? Do you want to introduce the band? First, we have Darian,
Yes. This is Ralph Carbone,
guitarist,
Les Jansen on bass, Rick Wilansky on drums.
right? And I just want to say, we want to say to CeCe Keys, who's the keyboard player in your band, I know they were probably going to get to it, but we're giving you a shout out because we know you couldn't make it here tonight in the studio, but it's no less without you. You're absolutely part of the band, and we just want to say hi, and hopefully next time you'll be able to get back here in the Madhouse and we can meet you in person.
Well, it took a year to get you guys. It probably takes 2 years to get her. So, you know, we'll wait it out. You know, we're patient.
Yeah, and
We're
Ralph,
getting all the
you
time.
were here in the Madhouse.
Yes.
On the
I was
show
on-
that comes
Follows
on
us.
at 8 o'clock, that follows us on Monday nights, Jay Castronova's
Yes.
Rockin' Inc. And you did a little magic on your guitar.
Yeah, I tried.
For that,
Yeah.
yeah. No, you did very well.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Then you've been playing for years, right?
Yeah,
in-
since
in-
I was, I don't want to date myself, so since I was 14, so
Okay.
I'm 29 now, so
Okay. Yeah.
Like me.
Again?
Yeah,
again,
Yeah.
never end.
And Les, I find this interesting. Your middle name is Paul,
Yes,
named after Les Paul.
yes,
Your dad named you that.
yes.
I think that's so
Was,
great.
was Dad a guitar player?
He was a musician, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great name.
Yeah.
Great name.
Yeah.
I prefer Vinny, but great
There you
name.
go.
No, I think that's great, Les Paul. I think that's amazing. He was a guitarist slash bass player. Your
Yeah,
dad?
back in the 60s, early 70s.
Yeah. Great. What kind of stuff? 60s, 70s,
60s,
Beatles,
70s
kinda-
stuff, yeah, all that
yeah.
stuff.
Wow, excellent.
Yeah.
And Rick,
Yes.
you guys are all Long Island based, right? You're all pretty much raised on Long Island?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you've been playing your whole life too, I guess. Same.
No, I started late.
Did you?
But, yeah, I've been playing for about 20 years. But
Okay. Wow, you must be really old if that's late.
thank you.
Well, you don't look it.
Oh, there we
great,
go. All right, we got a fan.
You're probably younger than me.
You're beautiful, too.
So, Pat Benatar tribute. Now, I'm a Lindenhurst girl, and Pat Benatar is from my hometown, and kudos. I mean, ever since she came along, she's like put Lindenhurst on the map in a big time way. She's been nominated for 8 Grammys and has won 4 for Best Rock Female Vocalist, Vocal Performance, and no doubt, I mean, she's a powerhouse. Little bit of a thing. I've never met her. Have you ever met her?
Absolutely.
Okay, she's a little tiny thing, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yes.
with a grand voice.
Big heart.
Yeah.
too.
and a
Tell
big
us a little
heart.
about her.
Well, both Pat and Neil are very genuine. That's the first thing I need to say about
That's an
them.
amazing thing in this business. Yeah.
They are very genuine. They're so gracious, and just loving people. You know, they're real, and they appreciate what we're doing, and she gives us her support. And her family has even been out to see us
Wow, that's
play,
great.
and that's
Yeah.
really nice too.
Oh, definitely.
So they're really great people, and we try to do the best we can to celebrate their music, and really let everybody still remember the great music of Pat and Neil. And a lot of people enjoy it when we go out there. It brings back memories for a lot of people.
Sure.
And especially since she's from Long Island, it makes everybody proud. It makes me proud to do it for her,
Yeah.
and we're just thrilled that we have their support.
How did you get into a Pat Benatar tribute band? I mean, did you set out for that, or?
No.
Okay.
No. In 2000, I had been working on my own record deal, and I had 2 albums, original music, and I had the buzz going, and everything was happening, and I was planning on being signed, and the casting couch came into play, so that didn't work out. So after that, I met a couple of musicians that were telling me, maybe we should do the MC Hammer thing. Let's go out there and do your music and let everybody see, that you are genuine. And that's what we did. And what we did was we added some, music that people knew.
Right.
We wanted to, we made some music that, we did some songs that we changed it up. We Darianized them, people would say. And
like
then
that.
we did songs that people knew that they could say, okay, where's the skill here? Where's the artistry? And we would add Pat. I love Pat. Taylor Dane, Pat Benatar, Stevie Nicks, all those people from way back when. And that was something that nobody was doing, or tried to do. And we just seemed to notice that people stopped serving drinks, people stopped talking, and we were like, maybe we've got something here.
Captivates. When it captivates, you have to grab it and go
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
And that was when all the tribute bands were really coming out. So we it was really my husband's idea. He thought we should maybe put together a Pat Benatar tribute band, and he didn't think that I'd really go for that right away because I was trying to be my own artist. And he kind of put a little whisper in the guys' ears to give me the idea. So they were like, why don't we call ourselves Fire and Ice
There was a plot.
and go out to
Scene.
do Pat Benatar, and we can get into a lot of the clubs, and while we're in there, get the original music out.
Yeah.
So that's just how it was it was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
And
now,
this is-
when you play, do you still play original music too? or-
Right this second, no. We do have a side project for that that we're working on bringing back. You know, we also have a Women of Rock show. So, you know, we have 3 separate projects that we're doing. But
Or
it's
with the
nice.
same musicians? Oh, okay, great. Wow. So you guys
Now,
are
is
really
this
busy.
is this the original band that's always been this?
No. No. I had started with John Mastretta was my guitar player, who I started with 15 years ago. He's in Songs in the Attic. And he was my Neil. He really knew exactly, how to read me, and musically it was perfect. And we went through many different musicians over the years. Rick, we got Rick way back when. He left us for a little while, but now he's back, and we're thrilled. And last
You had
year,
to renegotiate his contract.
yeah,
Yeah.
please take me back.
You know how
I
those
said
drummers-
okay.
You know how those drummers are, you know.
Yes. And John had other projects he was working on, and my bass player at the time as well had other side projects. You know how a lot of guys are
Yep.
in side projects, and it was time that he wanted to expand and go to try out different things, and that was fine. And everything happens for a reason. And now I was out to get a guitar player, and the day after I found out that my guitar player was going to be leaving, that John was going to be leaving, I found out my bass player was going to be leaving. So I said, well, I know who I want. And years ago, we played, Fire and Ice played with Les in Evolution. I'm sure you can recognize, everybody out there can recognize these guys from Evolution, the During Tribute Band. And I knew 7 years ago when we played a double show with them at the Canal Room in Manhattan, I turned to my husband and I said, I need that guy. I need that guy. And one day I will get that guy. I don't know how, but one day I will get that guy.
What did
I
you
need
say?
that
What,
guy.
ain't enough?
No, yeah.
I
he
need
knew.
that guy, I want that
yeah,
guy.
I said I want that guy.
Gotta have that guy.
And just because, he has such great stage presence and he's just, amazing. And I respected him so much as a bass player. And he was always busy, had things going on, and our paths have crossed before, but it was the right time. And I was blessed for the fact that he was like, hey, I got a friend who plays a mean guitar, and I think he might just fit in. And I was like, oh, right. So it was only a couple of days that I had to go without finding a bass player or a guitar player.
Which is great.
And,
it just fell into place.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
great. Because it's not always easy to find. I'm currently not with my band right now. We're looking for a drummer and a bass player.
Yeah. You can't have them.
And no, I wouldn't do that. But I know it's a tough thing until somebody magically comes along and in this case, the drummer, and he said, oh, I have a friend who's a bass player. So we're going to check the guys out and see. But it's a tough road.
We got to take a commercial break. We got to give our advertisers a little spot there, but we'll be right back.
That's right. Stay with us. They
tuned,
got a
stay
lot
with
more
us.
to tell us
We got
about
a lot
Pat
more
and the
coming
band.
at you.
Yep, we'll be right back.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is me, GMC, in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with the one and only Madhousetv.
You are the man.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Hey,
Oh,
and we're back, bumperless.
Looking on the screen trying to find the
We're
bumper.
trying to
Hey,
find them. Wait,
did you notice?
that
I
Rick,
know.
that Rick looks fat on the camera.
thanks.
It's just the camera.
Why
it's
would
not
you say
Rick.
that?
He's not
No,
fat.
he definitely looks great, I think. So, I mean,
He's beautiful.
I think Tommy
Kim,
Marr.
was it Kim?
My sister-in-law.
Yeah, Kim.
Thanks,
It's
Kim.
the camera, right?
Put your glasses on,
He don't
Kim.
have a belly, all right? He has a belly, all right?
You guys look great. But I think Tommy Marr had a plot to get rid of the swiveling chairs, because I do this all the time, and he's behind the camera always saying, "Stop swiveling." And I'm like, I
know.
can't
We got
stop
these.
swiveling."
We got these new chairs. My feet don't touch the ground.
Yeah, but
I'm dangling like a little kid over here. So
I like them. I feel taller, I guess.
You
it
are
feels
taller.
good. So whoever's idea this was,
hold on.
thank you.
Your earrings twisted.
Yeah, he has strict orders to fix the earring. So anyway, Darian, you recorded 2 albums, and I know one's called See It, Believe It, and
Yes.
the other one's called House of Love. I've been on Reverb Nation. I've heard your stuff. It's amazing.
Thank you.
It's nice to have an artist to hear them both. You know, you do cover stuff like we heard at the warm up, the Pat Benatar, but to also do your own stuff because that's true and it's unique and it's you. So I'm curious. Do you write all your own stuff? And tell us a little
I
bit.
do write and produce a lot of my own things. I got a lot of my material from my first album from songwriters around the world. When I was working with my label, they wanted to get other artists and songwriters to submit their songs, and I would Darianize them or cover them, you know, the way they were played, and it's a nice mix. You know, I went through thousands and thousands of tapes. Every Tuesday,
sure
I
you
sat
did.
with a publisher and a bottle of rum and listened to interesting things around the world, and picked things that I could play with and expand. And it was nice to reach out to people in England. You know, See It, Believe It was written by a songwriter in England. It was released in Scotland and didn't do too well. It was actually a much slower song. And I said, you know what, we're going to change it up a little bit. Let's speed it up here, and let's add this and add that. And it worked. You know, we let it out there, and before you knew it, the DJs were remixing it. It was on
That's great.
KTU and Z100 and BLI, and there was a lot of buzz. There was a lot of buzz. So it's nice. It is nice. A lot of people do come out because they know my original music, and I think that's why also we have a different relationship with Pat, because she sees me with different eyes, I think. You know.
Well, she probably sees you, a lot like herself. Somebody who has a beautiful voice and is trying to get themselves out there with their own stuff, which is how she came about. I don't know if she did too much before. I know she was seen on Catch a Rising Star, and that's how somebody first kind of spotted her. She actually, like I said, she went to my high school. She grew up in the same town, but my dad did theater. My dad was a big band singer, and he also did community theater. And her mother, Millie, acted side by side on stage with my dad. And I'll never forget, they went to go see what later became Pat Benatar. Nobody knew at the time, but they went to go see her play the part of Guinevere from Camelot in the Lindenhurst High School production in 1971. And I remember my dad coming home and said, "Oh my God, this woman is amazing, the voice on her." Now this is a senior in high school, like 17, 18. And then years later, she busted out.
Dad had a good
there's
ear,
so
huh?
much talent out there. It's like a needle in a haystack sometimes. And it's great to know that she made it. You know what I mean? And
She deserves it.
definitely. And,
Definitely.
And I'm kind of curious, how did you come about meeting her and getting her approval, which was amazing, her and Neil?
Well, Rick has some relatives that happen to be connected to Pat.
Hey, Rick's
So
got the
it
connected
just so
development.
happens
I
that
knew it. I
the
knew
guy
it.
that keeps coming back seems to have the
So
right
his
connection.
peeps called their peeps. And
Yup,
then
and they
everything
said,
was straightened out.
"Hey, guess where I'm in?" He said, and
We'll sit
it was
down.
nice. It was nice.
Listen, that's what it takes sometimes, somebody that knows somebody, to get you above, past
Yeah.
to a certain point.
Yeah, I really. She was playing at Westbury many years back, and I decided to say hi. I'm just gonna go back there and slip a little note to one of the backstage guys and say, "Listen, just tell her, who I am, and maybe she's heard of us or whatever, because I know that Rick has, his family had been touching base, but I hadn't met her formally yet."
Right.
And it was something out of Willy Wonka. There was a gentleman with a cane that was walking out of this long door. And
So you have a large hat.
Yeah, I know, he didn't have that. And he pointed with the cane. He said, "You, the singer, let's go." And we went back, and my husband and I went back and met Neil and Pat. They were in a tiny little room, and it was just us, the four of us. And I wasn't looking to take pictures or anything like that. I just wanted to meet her and tell her that we really loved their music and, get to know her. And that was a really great interaction because when Rick had reached out to his relatives and things got more, connections really started to seep in because, hearing something once or twice, oh, so-and-so knows this person or whatever, when you actually meet them and there's a face
Right.
to the story,
Exactly.
Right.
it's different. And when I met her again, this time it was nice that we were having a cocktail and we were with just four of her
Little more
her
collegial.
friends,
Yeah,
and
right.
right before she played, and that was nice too. And they're just genuine people.
I was going to say, for them to have done that, to have called you back, because look, there's a lot of kooky people out there.
Absolutely.
I
I was
see
gonna
Pat, meanwhile.
I was going to say, I seen her at
can't
Westbury
say no,
too, and I slipped her a note, and they threw me out of Westbury. I'm still banned from the place.
He's kidding. But, just from that story, you can feel that they were two genuine people to actually have that man go and get you and bring you backstage. I think that's
Well,
a great
especially
thing.
the first time when we had gone back there, she said, "Hey kid, I saw your videos from Jones Beach. Good job." And I was like,
Nice.
"Thank you."
Oh, great.
So
Like a
it
pat
was
on the
nice.
back from Pat Benatar, right?
Oh, she's absolutely, wonderful. They really
Her
are
mom
such
was
great
really
people.
nice. Like I said, my dad knew her well. We all did. I did a little bit of theater back then, but
Well, you're lucky
I was
because
the rock
you
chick.
got a good band behind you now.
Oh,
too, so-
absolutely. They're
Yeah.
family.
Now, let me ask Ralph. Did you? Where were you playing before this? What were you doing
Actually,
before
I
this?
was playing, I started out in cover band, and then I met Les, and he kind of brought me into Evolution. I was a backup guitar player, and then,
That was Journey tribute, right?
yes, Journey
Right.
Tribute. And their guitar player, went on to do other things, and then I got the permanent position, and then this guy dragged me into everything, really. I've been playing in multiple bands with him, so.
That's great, though.
I
because
Actually, I
you-
can't
that's
thank
not
him enough, because he's done just about everything.
Who sang for that band, Evolution?
Well, you still, this band is still.
Oh,
still
Yeah,
together.
we're still
they're
together.
still
Still together,
yeah.
okay. I
Yeah.
thought so.
Yeah,
I
so.
thought so.
And who's the singer? Who handles
We have,
that? Because
well,
that's amazing.
currently there's a guy named John Robert Murphy. Great guy, great singer,
That's
good
a tough,
stage
that's
presence.
a tough
Yeah,
voice to do, man.
yeah, it's
Steve
tough. It's
Perry's
big,
like-
big shoes to fill.
Yeah,
so,
big,
he
big
does
shoes.
an amazing
My
job.
buddy Danny Kershaw does it too, I mean, he sings Journey,
Hmm.
but I think he's in
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty tribute band.
So now, how long has Evolution been together? I mean, you guys have been around for a while, right?
Yeah, I'm the new guy, so to speak. So they've been around for 12 plus years. I think.
2001.
Really? And
2000.
Journey has so many great songs, too.
Oh, yeah.
Journey's
Oh, yeah.
another one of those 70s, 80s bands that you just, like you said, takes you right back. Some places we might not be able to say what we were doing back then, but takes us back, great stuff, great
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
And,
I don't wanna
and
incriminate
now,
myself.
what's that?
I can't incriminate myself.
Yeah.
So now, where do you guys play? Where do you guys play?
We play all
did
over.
have a discussion earlier.
We play,
before.
we play over. We like to play bigger venues. So, we'll play out of state. We'll play a lot of corporate parties or a lot of fairs or concert series. So we like to take some substantial opportunities, and those are the ones that we go for.
Right.
We have some pictures we want to show.
Absolutely.
Oh, great! So you can
Fabulous.
narrate. You
So
can
let's,
narrate.
we'll go on to the
okay.
pictures. We got Tom's going to show us some pictures, and you could tell us all about them.
Okay, so that was when we shot our video at the Evolution Studios.
Nice big stage there.
Yeah.
By the way.
That's our video shoot.
Great pictures. They came out great.
That's from the video shoot right
That's
there?
all from the
All
video
from the video shoot.
Yeah.
And Evolution Studios is in Babylon, correct? West Babylon by, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, on Dale Street.
On Dale Street.
By
right.
Edison, yeah.
The pictures came out
Who,
great.
and who did your video?
We had a private photographer. One of our friends has wedding photography business on the side, and he came down with many different cameras.
Nice pictures. Definitely nice pictures.
Yeah, that picture
his-
actually with Neil and Pat, that is my only picture I have with them because that was the second time I got to visit them, and Neil said, "We can take a picture this time. Let's do this." And I'm like,
Aw.
"Okay."
Isn't that
That's
great? He
great.
said it. and
Yeah,
so
he
you?
said it. So
mean-
it was nice. It was really, really nice.
That's great. Now, I have to tell you, we had a conversation in the green room before we started. I'm sure that's a great picture, but I won't get to appreciate it till I go home and have to put on my glasses because all I just saw right now was 3 people. I can make out 3
Yeah,
figures.
Well, don't
know
feel
what?
bad.
So
I was
that
worried
goes
about
to
what
the-
pictures you were
Yeah,
putting
you
up.
know
I was
what's
like,
funny? Of
We,
eyesight,
we get to
you
go
know.
backstage a lot. Our friend Amazes Kevin and Jen. Kevin's a well-known photographer. He's #1 in the world. And so we get to go a lot backstage. And she'll see somebody, and I'll just say, Steve, Tyler, come here. Take a picture with Janet. Oh, sure. So, because most of them are real people, and
yeah.
it's not like, they're being bombarded, we're backstage, everybody's hanging. But I'm not shy. I'll ask anybody. Listen, take a picture with my wife, yeah. So, but we
That's
gotta
fun.
go to another commercial.
We do?
Yeah, we got the sign again. No.
Okay, we got the commercial song. We'll be right back. Stay with us because we got more to learn from these guys right here.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
I'm Tommy Marr. I'm down in St. Bart's having a good time. A lot of people at this time, they like to go have a little cocktail. But you know what I do? I'm going to watch MadhouseTV.com. You got that right.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Hey, there we go.
So we're back. You know, I just want to say thank you to Keith, Darian's husband and the manager of the band. He's like the kind of do-everything guy. He's camera shy, and we just had him in between the commercial break here. And I would love to have had the cameras come on, although not to make him feel uncomfortable. But Keith, you're a great guy, and I could see that you do a lot for the band. And without those back behind-the-scenes guys, it'd be a lot tougher, am I right?
I'm a kind of behind the scene guy too, you know.
You are, I know. You've always been. And
You want to, this is where we can find them because someone didn't know how to find her.
Well, listen, you know what? They're good at making music.
I got people.
So she's got people, and that's what it's all about. All she has to do is sing, and they have to just play and make it sound good.
Got it.
And then we have a guy like you that can, you know, was given the information through Keith. And go ahead.
Okay, you can find them at reverbnation.com/fireandiceny, facebook.com/fireandiceny, and www.fireandiceny.com. So look them up, check them out, come see them. When are we playing? When's the next gig?
January 16th.
89 North.
Yep.
January 16th at 89 North.
Down in Patchogue. Everybody
in
knows that
Patchogue.
venue, the music venue. It's a great place.
All our fans, we want you to come out and see them because we're going to be there.
Definitely.
So come on, support, show
And
the love.
Rumor has it Pat actually may be there herself. No, the place is going to get swamped.
Along with
You never know.
Along with Steven Tyler and
Yeah.
Ozzy
But
Osbourne.
listen, you never know if she's visiting family and pops in, right? And it's funny because they really are everyday people.
Absolutely.
But they're just so blown up to people, to the average person. Me, I would never be like gaga over somebody. I would love to meet them, love to sit down and talk about music. I would love to get up and jam. Like, I have a story, quick. We were at a Rod Stewart concert probably about 3 years ago. We were on the floor, like 8th row. Stevie Nicks opened for him. And, you know, he is a soccer player. He's been his whole life. Well, his thing is to kick soccer balls into the audience. And so he was kicking them far, far out.
was
You know,
launching them.
well, he got under one of the balls too much. And, you know, that big speaker on the ceiling at the Garden? Well, he got under the ball too much, so it, like, so fast, it happened so fast. It went boom, and I happened to be looking up at him who was sitting up in the 200 section. He was gracious enough to give up his seat so one of my friends could sit with me. And I was going, hey, Vin, because the lights came up. And as I was looking up, the soccer ball, like, hit the speaker and came down with such force, hit me in the head, bounced off of me, knocked into my girlfriend's mom, and knocked her to the ground.
Oh.
And she's not like an elderly mom. Hi, Shar, we love you. And I wound up getting a concussion from that. So I said, you know, everybody's like, Sue, Sue. I just want to sing with the guy. Just put me on stage, give me a microphone. I don't need the money.
So my wife got a concussion from Rod Stewart's balls.
Listen, that talk was all over the ER that day. Everybody was coming behind the screen. Are you the girl that got hit? Yeah, that was nice.
I got hit with Rod's balls.
But that would be great if she showed up to one of your gigs. And you know what? She probably will someday.
She may.
Just as, you know,
She
if
may.
she's in town, which I'm sure she probably still has family
Absolutely.
around. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So now you guys like to play the big venues,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? There's a lot of little clubs, and sometimes it's You don't want to saturate yourself in the
Exactly.
same area, because then people just don't come out anymore,
Exactly.
regardless of how great you
How
are.
far do you travel? How, you know,
There's no distance. No
where's the
distance.
furthest you've been?
I'm trying to think. We've been, well, I guess upstate as far. We've been upstate. to a
So
lot of
East
places
Coast
there.
predominantly,
Yeah.
really? I mean, you have
Yeah.
families, so it's kind of tough.
We're working on Disney
sure.
though. We have something going on
Uh-huh.
with them for Epcot for the summer. So.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's great. And
So we'll see
Epcot's
what
a
happens.
lot of fun, too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. So now, do you do anything besides this band? Because I know you guys are in Evolution, and Darian has her studio stuff that she does, her solo stuff. Do you play in another band?
Right now, no.
No, just focus
doing
on
the
this.
Fire and Ice
Slouch
thing,
on the
yeah.
couch there.
Yeah.
No, he's not a sloucher, because I know something about him. I know you like to run marathons.
Yeah, well, shorter runs, not full
Shorter runs,
marathons.
okay.
But
Well, marathons consist of all different kilometers and stuff, right? So when I say marathon, I just
yeah,
mean
a lot of different race lanes.
Yeah.
The last marathon I did is when the ice cream man got like 3 blocks away. I got him. So it was a good feat for myself.
Marathon's tough, though.
I was
That's
proud.
That's a tough train,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, it takes a lot of good cardio. I mean, I'm not a big runner. I'm a skater. But marathons are tough. Do you still currently do them?
Backing off on the running, just working out, swimming.
That's what
Yeah, trying to get back in
Right.
shape.
Yeah.
It's harder as you get older.
Yeah, I
Totally.
try to stay away from that exercise stuff. You know, people getting hurt doing that stuff, pulling muscles.
No, it's definitely
Training
harder
stuff,
as you get older. Unfortunately, you see things change. I'm at that point, and I start to say, wow, reality check. You know, I'm getting into another time in my life, and now I have to work. At work at it, it's a little tougher. You know, it's tough to see all these little things here. But you know what? The music keeps us going, right?
It's all about the music.
It's all about the music. Now, when you played 89 North, you guys have somebody opening for you? Are you the main
Right
act? I know.
now, we do have somebody opening for us. Right now, we're just trying to figure out the logistics. There's a couple of things in the works. So my husband deals with all that. So nothing is set in stone yet, but that is coming out very, very shortly.
Okay. Have you guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break in a minute, but you guys do write, I know you have originals.
Right.
Have you guys ever written originals?
Commercial.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break because we got to get them on the stage. I can't believe how, no?
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
And we're back. I just want to say I'm sorry we had a little technical difficulty with the microphone on Darian, and so we had to take a quick commercial break. I was totally confused, so I apologize. And totally looking when I go back and watch the show tonight.
We
oh my God.
got the cue like an emergency commercial. Something's wrong, and then it says we'll take commercial in a minute. And,
But I don't know what the emergency is. I mean, there's a C for commercial, but then there's obviously now I know there's like an emergency.
There's that
it's
one
the one where
with-
Vicky looks like this. See, that's the emergency.
when she comes running through the door and jumps across the thing.
So I apologize, and like I always say, it's live TV.
It's
Anything
live.
can happen. Stuff happens. So
And if Ralph starts going like this, that's because he has no microphone.
Ralph was
right
gracious
now.
enough to give Darian his microphone like a true gentleman. So we want to thank you.
And,
But-
and if you have to just sign, Ralph, you know.
yeah, or you can stick your head like close to her chest and have something to say. Like you guys are all close, you know each other for a
Keith's
while.
in the
so it's
sound room going, no, he can't. No, he can't.
But I have a little trivia. So I'm going to put
Uh-oh.
on my glasses because
no.
I can't see without them. So let's see. When was Pat Benatar's first album released? It's okay if you don't know it because I had to Google it to find out. So just because you sing it doesn't mean you know it.
Probably
Take a stand.
1980, no, 1979.
You're right. My year that I graduated, and it was the wait, not the Precious Time album. Oh crap! It's the In the Heat of the Night album. Came out in August 1979, and the tracks on those. You want to take a stab at the two tracks that were pretty, well, they were hits.
Hit Me?
I think
Of course, Hit Me.
was Hit Me on there. You know what? I'm not even sure. You're probably right. Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
Which was her
yeah.
other big one, and I
Yeah.
still remember that. And a song which I love to sing, but there's such a long intro, and John Mellencamp has done it, I Need a Lover, which is, and I love the way she
That
does
we
that
don't
They
song.
won't blow
That's
my
it.
cover? That one?
No.
Oh.
It's got like a 10-minute intro. You know the one, right, guys? It's great. So I mean,
They
if
have
you-
no idea. Yeah.
I need a lover. You know it. You guys know it.
That's the one. They won't
Yeah.
blow my cover.
Do you know when she was inducted into the Long Island Music Hall of Fame? Because she was.
I'm trying to think.
I know.
Was it 2 years ago?
No, it's like
3,
5 or so years
4
ago.
years ago.
It
I
was
think
2008, in October
Yeah.
2008. And again,
so
no
it was
pressure to
6
know
years
these
ago.
answers.
Almost
'cause
4
years
years.
ago.
I didn't know them either. Well, you know where she graduated from.
Yes,
Lindenhurst, 1971.
yes.
Okay, what Beatles song did she cover?
Helter
On what-
Skelter.
That's right. And that's off the Precious Time album.
Yes.
And she does a great job at that.
She absolutely does.
And speaking of the Beatles, you guys are...
Wait, can't we do like Dave Letterman?
Good.
I always wanted to do that. In fact, the
I think I needed that one, Vin. Now it's gone.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's gone, so I don't know. But anyway, she won 4 Grammys, nominated for 8.
Trivia's over.
Yeah, trivia's over. Okay, so good. Ask them a question, because I do a lot of talking.
You do. You do
Yeah.
a lot of talking. But that's her job, to do the talk, and I make the jokes.
It works.
It works, right?
It works.
Les has been a little quiet tonight, so let's ask him left. Well, first of all, I want to give you guys an opportunity to just look into the camera and give a shout out to either friend, family, or somebody you want to. Start with that.
Well, I guess first I'm going to give a shout out to Kim, who I know is watching right now. Hope I don't look fat.
Oh, Rick's going to give her a shout out, too.
And all my kids at home, and my mom, but all the fans. We love everyone so much. So we love you. Hope to see you January 16th.
Definitely.
Go ahead, Ralph.
You want to
loud,
talk
though.
into my
Talk
dad?
I got nothing.
He's got nothing.
Hi, everybody.
Ralph's
love
friends
everyone.
come to the show.
I love
Yeah,
it.
definitely. Les?
Let's say hi to my wife, Peggy. Hopefully she found the show. I get the link. Hope she made
Let's say hi to Anna.
it. She forget it. Not in the computer.
She's not.
Really?
No.
That's all right. I'm going to post it on her wall. She's going to have to
And
watch
she's
it
going to
anyway.
have to see it.
Tell her I said so.
Okay.
I already texted her.
Okay.
She didn't answer me back.
How about you, Rick?
Say hi to my 2 kids, my 2 boys, Chase and Cameron. And that's it.
A big
Wait.
thank you to
Do
Kim.
it.
Thank
You
you.
guys-
Thanks to Kim, yes. Thank you.
Kim,
Looking for the Jenny Craig
Oh, boy,
endorsement
Kim.
tomorrow. Thank you very much.
you are
Jenny,
never
if you're
going to hear
listening,
the end of that.
love your program. Sign me up.
Christmas is coming.
There you go.
We know what
Now-
to get you.
Do you, any of your kids, I know you have 5 kids. Wow, that's a full-time job in itself, in addition to work and the band.
Yeah.
Do any of you have kids that are musically inclined?
Yeah.
They're following your footsteps.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My
I'd
older
love to hear.
son is an audio engineer,
Great.
and he was in a band called This Good Robot. They opened up for My Chemical Romance, and the lead singer in that band is brothers of Patent Pending. I'm sure everybody
Okay,
knows Patent Pending. So, they're the kids from the block
Wow.
that, I've known them since they're little, and they just,
You have 5 kids?
Yeah.
All the same mother?
All the same mother. All the same mother.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
What about the others?
My daughters can sing. My daughter Morgan really likes to sing a lot in the house. She's one of those house singers. She doesn't want
Yeah.
anybody to look at her.
She's a shower singer.
Yeah, that would be a very interesting concert if we just shut the lights off and she sang.
Right.
Like your
But
son
my
Bobby.
little guy Joshua is crazy good. He plays
Really?
everything. He's been, he grew up watching these guys, and he definitely is amazing. So if you
Can I
go
have
on YouTube, Bigger Than Bieber, Joshua, and check him
Come
out.
on. Bring it over. Bring it over.
Come on, bring it over.
I
Vic.
can pose with it.
Biggie
You do.
Mealy, Biggie
Commercial.
Mealy.
How about you guys? Any musically inclined children following in the footsteps of? No.
Yeah, my boys like to play drums.
Do they? Oh,
Yeah.
really?
My kids
We have
play
drums
radio.
all over the
And
house.
drums are my absolute favorite. But anyway, this means commercial.
You want to make sure it was right side up?
There's no urgency. There's no craziness. Just commercial.
We're going to a commercial.
So stay with us.
Because they're going to set up and play. So stay tuned.
Definitely.
Quick commercial. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching.
Commercial.
Commercial.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have 2 practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
we're back in the Madhouse with the beautiful Darian and her boys from Fire and Ice.
want to be. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker. Don't you mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker. Don't you mess around.